Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the A and B conversation.
I'm A.
I'm B, your host, Anthony Stevenson and Brian Waters. And on today's show, we have a lot to talk about. Now, one thing I want to talk about is Elton Brand. For those who don't know, Elton Brand has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. Just days after the Los Angeles Clippers signed Baron Davis. Now, I was listening to Coach Dunleavy. Coach Dunleavy was saying that he just couldn't understand why. Elton Brand came to him and told him, look, I only want $75 million. They gave him, I think, about $105 million. Philly offered him $120 million. I might be a little bit, got the figures off, but this is, it was something similar to this. And he signed. And Dunleavy just could not understand, like, what was going on. He said he would have respect for him if he said, all right, we have, I changed my mind. He said, we had a good relationship. Obviously, the relationship isn't as close as I thought it was because Brand didn't come to me telling me that he's not going to be playing for me anymore. He said, so, you know what, the way I look at it is, it's the Baron Davis era. Also, Corey Maggette left. Now, maybe this is what the Clippers need. Just 2 years ago, they were the front-running team in L.A. Excuse me, 3 years ago, they were the front-running team in L.A. They were fourth or fifth seed in the playoffs. They would actually, to be honest with you, my prediction to be the Western Conference in the West, not the champions, but to represent the Western Conference, be possible representative. I had them and the Lakers going to meeting in the Western Conference Finals. This was the year that, Kobe was going off, and the same year in which he scored 81 points, and he won his first scoring championship. And the year they were up 3-1 against the Phoenix Suns. But, that was the past. They did get the Clippers, however, did get out of the first round, only to lose. Now, this is my opinion. I like this move for Elton Brand. You got him and Andre Iguodala in the Eastern Conference, but they also, the Eastern Conference is kind of smaller, so I think he'll be better off in the Eastern. Elton Brand was always good to me, he did come from my favorite school's rival, Duke. As those who don't know, Carolina is my favorite team in basketball, college basketball. He did come from Duke, but the thing is, I think will be successful is you got a good 1-2 punch. And to me, a good 1-2 punch, with the exception of Jordan Pippen, is somebody in the backcourt and somebody in the front court. And that's what you have here.
Well, they do have Andre Miller down there, the point guard down there. So I do like the move for Elton Brand. As you said, it is a pretty good move because he's always been a good player. He's just been overshadowed by all the bigger stars in the Western Conference. Tim Duncan and Amari Stoudemire. He's been overshadowed by those guys, Dirk Nowitzki. But in the East, he's going to get his just due. He'll be playing against the likes of Rasheed Wallace. Who else? Not many other big-name players over there in the East.
Come on now, you can't forget about the rookie sensation, Michael Beasley.
Well, that's a rookie. He's not a big name yet. He hasn't developed himself yet to be ahead of the pack. So.
This is the same conference in which Elton Brand won co-rookie of the year.
Right.
Chicago Bulls.
Right. That's true. So he's going to be able to showcase his talent. Now, I still think over there in Philly they need a better two-guard because Andre Iguodala is playing the 3. I don't think they're going to push him to the 2.
He's a slasher.
He's a slasher, but they're not going to. His jump shot is not on point to be a 2-guard. His jump shot is just not there. He's more of a vertical player, I should say. He's more of a Vince Carter. Vince Carter has, over the past couple years, became the true shooting guard that he has to be because he's not able to jump like he used to anymore. So, that's what Andre Iguodala is, a small forward in a sense. And you got Elton Brand at the 4 and Andre Miller at the 1, who is one of the perennial best point guards out there, really, I would have to say. Now, like I said, they still need to find the 2-guard. Now, the move for the Clippers, I think it was horrible because now you lost Corey Maggette. And just a year ago, Corey Maggette was like averaging 22 points a game. Now, Baron Davis comes in. He's the only player on the starting lineup that's averaging 20 points or more. He's averaging 21.8 for right now. as opposed to the rest of the guys, Chris Kaman and those guys, Tim Thomas, They averaged under 13 points a game last season. So I did the math, and their starting lineup only comes to about 74 points. So they're going to need 25, 30 points from their bench every night to get to 100. And that's not good. Nonetheless, you can get Tim Thomas to step his game up and Chris Kaman as well. So I don't see them really jumping out there and being a perennial team. They really mess up on this, letting Corey Maggette get away from them. I don't see how that happens.
So you don't like Baron Davis in the Clippers uniform?
I like him there. I like him in the Clippers uniform. Okay. I do. But like I said, it's just not a good move for him.
Well, let's face it. When you look at this, when you look at the Clippers, right? I think this is what happened with Elton Brand. You get tired of being the second-rate team of Los Angeles. You know, no matter how good the Clippers are, everybody is still gonna be a Laker fan. You know, I mean, for real. The last true time I seen somebody be happy about being a Clippers fan was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when Will was like, season tickets to the Clippers.
Okay.
You'll never see that nowadays.
That was on it, because that was a TV show.
Exactly.
Okay.
My point.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know, but the Lakers always show time.
Always will be the #1 team in LA.
Yeah, but, you know what's funny? Dodgers coach Joe Torre said LA is the capital of sports. He said you got the Dodgers, you got the Angels, you got the he can't call their hockey team out. I'm not real big on hockey. I'm still learning, folks. And he said you got the Lakers. Did he not yet once mention the Clippers?
That is true.
It's just funny. Nobody respects these guys. And I think that's what happened with Elton Brand. He just got tired. You know what? I mean, for real, what would you rather play? The Clippers or the big-time city in Philadelphia, the 76ers?
Well, you're not going to get as much, he's not going to get as much fanfare as he did in Clippers town. You know, you're in LA. That's Hollywood. Come on. You're a superstar. You're in Hollywood. In Philly, you're going to deal with cheesesteaks and the cold. So he's really going to be losing right there.
I don't know, because you're a Clipper at the same time, you know, a Clipper.
All right, you're still a loser, you know, but you're in LA. You're in Hollywood, East Hollywood, and you get to deal with, you get to see these stars.
The only thing where he messed up is now he's going to have to see KG on a regular basis. But, you know, I think it was a good move for him. Hey,
so now that kind of messed him up. Now that I think about it, I forgot all about KG.
But look though. Now he'll have championship banners that belongs to his franchise to motivate him.
Yeah. But at the same time, now he's not going to make any all-star teams on the Eastern Conference, because he's still got to deal with Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, who are power forwards.
Do you really think Rasheed Wallace is an all-star? They're talking about trading him.
Don't do that, man.
They
not go there with Rasheed.
What? They're
Wallace,
thinking about getting rid of him, man.
Rasheed Wallace is the one that fuels that team. He fuels it. You got Chauncey Billups, who comes in and does his thing, but you also have to worry about Rasheed Wallace, because if he is not out there getting his 10 boards and 15 points, they're not winning.
Hey, look, I'm not saying I don't like Rasheed Wallace. I like him just as much as the next guy. My point is, they're saying that they're probably going to have to trade him. The reason is, Rasheed and this team is just, how many times are you going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals? And they only been there twice, 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's 33%. You made it to the NBA Finals, and they're 1 for 1. So, I mean, how long did you go there only to come short before you bring this team up? They are the Buffalo Bills of the new millennium.
Okay.
Or the Atlanta Braves of the new millennium.
They're going to have to go to commercial break.